Here's something I never would have thought of investing in. Electric secateurs, man. Didn't even know they existed till a few weeks ago. I seen a pair of steels in a garden machinery store and I was like, fuck me, that's fancy. But yeah, these are cool, man. I can't wait to try them. I go through secateurs like nothing else. I've had 2 good sets of steel ones, just normal secateurs, like, because that's all I've needed so far. But the wee spring on them, it always falls off for me. It falls off into the long grass and then I never fucking see them again. And then I'm, left there trying to make it work without a spring and it's really fucking awkward. So these are welcome. And shout out the CGM, Countrywide Grass Machinery, for giving me these. They contacted me and said, look, we're trialing these. Do you want to take a pair and, use them on your jobs or whatever, do your videos with them and see if you can get us a review of them? So I was like, sound, yeah, fuck, I'd love to try them out. So I'll show you what's in the box here anyway. I'll show you the box. I've never ever heard of that brand. It's fucking back to front. I forgot about that. It's called Keepers, KP25. Yeah, as I said, never heard of the brand before, but, I get the idea from other brands. And I've looked it up. Apparently there's good reviews and all about it, so we'll see the crack. Comes with a manual, obviously, but I mean, I've already had a conversation with the woman in the shop and that'll do me. I know how to work them from that. I'm not reading that. This is all your bits and bobs for your maintenance, looking after the blades and whatnot. So that comes with it. And then there's the secateurs. So it comes with a battery. I've already put the battery in. There it is there. And there's the power on button. So we'll click that. That's them started. And then she says, if you want to get them started, you have to pull the trigger twice and then they're good to go. And you get 1,000 cuts with one charge of the battery. So that's all right. I mean, 1,000 cuts, I mean, that would probably last me weeks. There's no way I'd get through 1,000 cuts in, probably not even a month, to be honest with you, with the pruning jobs I do. So that'll be handy because one thing that puts me off going the electric and stuff is the amount of times you have to charge things. So maybe this will be good. I don't know. But yeah, fancy, like. It is pretty cool. I think you can adjust the size of the blades and whatnot to different cuts. It cuts up to 22 mils. Pretty sure it's 22 mils. And I need to know everything in inches. So I think that's just shy of an inch. I'm stuck in the van here. It's 25 degrees. I'm sweating my tits off. So I'm sorry, man. I am sweaty. But I'll show you everything else that comes with it. I'll turn these off anyway. I think you hold it in to close the blades and then just press the power button and then sound. And then you can put it in the wee sheath. So I've got the sheath here, handy, because, that's one thing I'm trying to get better at, looking after my tools, putting them away properly and stuff. Pays off, does. But yeah, I mean, it's something new. I don't know if they're going to replace secateurs because, secateurs are handy. You don't have to do anything with them. You don't have to charge them. They're there and use them. But I mean, at least the spring won't fall off on these on me. And I was chatting to one of the girls there and I was saying there, man, my hands are getting bad with the vibrations. And it's my right hand mostly, from pulling triggers and gripping things and stuff in the morning. Sometimes I wake up and I have to pry my hand open and I'm going, fuck, that's a bit mad. So I'm on magnesium and stuff. And obviously I wear anti-vibration gloves and whatever. And I take breaks. Well, as much of a break as I can. But maybe this will help, from not squeezing so much. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but I mean, anything helps, doesn't it? But I like the colour anyway. So These'll probably make their way into a few of my videos. I'll start putting them through their paces. I'm not a salesman. I wouldn't know how to sell anybody anything. But I'll be truthful and I'll put them through their paces and we'll test them out like we tested the Force Master chipper. We'll start them off on like young shoots of bramble and little saplings and stuff like that, and then we'll work our way up to harder things like pyracantha or whatever. And we'll see how they perform, and then at the end I'll just say if they're worth it or not. But yeah, looking forward to it. Something new. Anyway, here's some footage of me mowing.